Are you waiting for someone? The story of a man who spent his whole life in a train station waiting room. Have you ever heard of it? Today, the life of a family that the war took away. And it's about a train that didn't come back. A small, wintry local station. Jang Young-ho, an 83-year-old man, wrapped himself in an old coat. I was sitting on a bench in the corner of the waiting room. People called him an elderly old man. Every morning when the first train arrives, until the last train leaves, he was always sitting in the same seat, a faded photograph in one's hand. The smiling faces of a young woman and a child were contained. Time goes back to the summer of 1950. Young-ho, a 20-year-old boy, he lived with his newborn son and wife, Sun-ai. But as the war broke out, their lives collapsed in an instant. The day I put myself on the Piran train, on a platform full of people, Sun-ai and the baby were forced into another compartment, cried Young-ho. Suni, hold your child tightly. I'll be with you in a minute. But the train door closed. The two fell out of his sight. The war is over. Sunny and her son did not return. Young-ho did all the research. I couldn't find any news. Since then, he has come to the train station every day. I waited thinking, maybe I'll come back today. People said, let's stop forgetting. For Young-ho, that was a cruel order. It's been decades. Young-ho's hair turns gray. The days of waiting made him groan. The station attendant asked, why do you come every day, old man? Young-ho replied with a smile, because my wife and son are coming by train. People's eyes turned red, but they knew that the train is not coming back already. One day, a young man approached Young-ho. He spoke carefully. Are you Mr. Jang Young-ho? Young-ho nodded in surprise. The young man held out an old envelope of letters. This was left by my grandmother. He asked me to deliver it before he died. Let's open the letter. There was clear writing on it. Mr. Young-ho, on the train that day, we were dragged north. I tried to protect the child. I lost my child to a disease. After that, I couldn't come down south again. I've been missing you all my life. If this letter reaches you, please don't blame me. I loved you to the end. Tears flowed from Young-ho's eyes. After that day, Young-ho visited the station even more. Although the wife and son could not return, he was still sitting looking at the end of the platform. Today, on the train, I don't know if she'll get off calling my name. People didn't laugh at his wait anymore. He's like a story, remained in people's minds. Winter, a day with heavy snow. Young-ho was sitting on the bench in the waiting room as usual. Even after the last train left, he didn't get up from his seat. When the station attendant approached and shook it, Young-ho was already quietly closing his eyes. In his hand, his wife's letters and pictures. It was held tightly. The train that didn't return. The scars left by the war. It's a record of love that you can't reach in the end. We often say forget easily. True love is never forgotten. Maybe the wait itself. It might be another name for love.